Hmm. Are you guys able to see this without lag? Okay, it looks fine, I guess. So let's see what we got here. Let's see X. Ooh, this one a little bit high price, but still could be a good buy. I'd say it dipped down to 15 right here, still above EMA. I know it's spiking to. It could hit 1550, 1550 right here at the $0.50 mark, but I'd expect a pullback. Nice ascending triangle breakout here. Pre-market, but it looks a little bit volumeless, so I wouldn't have caught that. All right, perfect. Because it looks very blurry when I see it right now, and it's just bad video settings. So let's pull up the scanner. So this is basically where I get all my plays from right here. Let me move this. There's not enough space on here, but The this one is where I pay attention to most, and this one breaking out on volume. These are just tickers that are hitting a high day. I do keep them on watch, but most of them aren't really moving as fast as the Viva Power and the breaking out on volume. So 10x is on there. This was not moving as much either. In terms of one. APVO. Some of you guys mentioned this one in the this one has it. Remember when I was talking about the pre-market breakout high breakout right here at 321? You can see it started spiking above right here. What is this? 5 minutes after open, and it did break out. Right here, what do I see? It's still dangling around the 350 area, so I wouldn't necessarily buy it here. I'd say a safer dip down to 322, 325 and find support there instead. It looks a bit toppy here around 359. Let's go back on the 5. Um, yeah, there's 375. Is it gonna go for 8? 380. But yeah, I'd say safer bet is a dip. APVO is see that's on the scanner now. GNCA. This one 153. How's APVO? Someone said it could hit $6. I don't know about $6 right now. Let me check this out. Based, no, I doubt I'll hit $6. It's dipping down back to 350. At least it could hold above 350. If not, it holds above 320. It's still perfectly fine. Let me check the scanner. IDRA guys is on the scanner as well. I had these lines drawn. I believe I was looking at this back. When was this? Oh yeah, these lines were drawn here because I was probably looking at a breakout at 228 before. I did analyze this one before, and it takes time for usually to break out. So you can see that resistance has been there at 229 for around what, since September 15 is where they topped out at 228, and it's just been massive resistance there. And today it finally broke out past its 229 resistance and its high. Oh, when is this? It's not telling me the date. 9/19, so September 19. It broke out past its 239 high. It's hit 245. It could go for 250. So even if it dips down right here back to 228 and it holds above, it would still be a good dip buy because it's still holding above its previous massive resistance and is using it as support now. Or it could hold above 240, which I doubt it would. APDO, IDRA. That's what you guys are saying. Yeah, I doubt it'll hit $6. Mankind. This one was on our first technical. You can see all these lines drawing. You're like, what is that? So this was probably the best swing trade I've had. I didn't play, but one of the alerts. If you check out Technical Tuesday, our first episode, we called this. We were talking about this back here in the 220s. You can see all these lines were drawn due to the analysis. I believe it was in the 230s right here. I know a lot of you guys swung this and sold right here in the 240s, 250s. Some of you guys sold 230s, which was very early. But for a swing trade that has an uptrend like this, uh, let me get the right tool out. So that uptrend has been going on for what is this entire week. So holds above 360. The resistance right here, it's still perfectly fine. Let me go to the 1 minute. Holds above 350 or 360. It's fine for today. You can see that usually, like I always say, these big runs, parabolic runs, are followed by a big downfall. So I would never probably buy up here. If you didn't buy down here on these small breakouts here, uh, just don't buy there anymore unless you want to catch a quick scalp of momentum. But it's really hard. Right here, it's crossing above the EMA. I'd say watch a cross of $4 later on. Um, Little ascending triangle here. Usually when it gets rejected off the EMA, it rebounds hard back down. So in this case, it would rebound back down hard at 365, but it did not. Usually, I don't know why. I think it's the volume that's coming in, but it did not get rejected hard. I'm not sure if you actually hear that, but it's my fan of the laptop. It sounds like it's overheating. ABEO. Let's take a look at that, and it looks like it's trying to get rejected on 384. ABEO. No, I would not trade this. And this is what I mean by getting rejected. It dips down under the EMA and it tries to form a green candle, 2 or 3 green candles above, and this one didn't even reach the EMA. And it looks like it's testing it again, but it's too slow for me. The 4 hour. The uptrend is really solid. I have to give it that, but for a trade, for a day trade, it's a no. And there's the EMA test I was talking about. Let's see. And mankind. Let's see what else we got here. APVO. See what else the scanner has. Tier is one we traded 2 months ago, I believe. Forgot at what price. Let's see if I have the technical still drawn. It's traded it right around here. So early September. No, I think it was before. Yeah, it was before. We still have the lines drawn here. So this was back in the $3 mark. Now it's down here. So this is why you guys don't hold these penny stocks for long. Usually they're just momentum trades. Because look, if I would have back held, I took a profit, but if I would have took a loss and back held, look how long I would have waited for it to come back to at least even 180s, $2. So don't cut your losses quick. Let me look back a bit on tier. So we have 150 there, which is a $0.5. It's no surprise that's a resistance there. You could see that 168 was a high on 912, and today it hit the same price and it got rejected. No surprise again. Use those previous resistance points. Always plot them like on your charts. They're really helpful. So I'd say, where did it fall off from? 199, $2. It could hit $2 tomorrow. Right now, I'd like for this to dip a bit, pull back. There's a kind of a pullback down to 158, 159, or even if it dips down to like 155, if it maintains that volume, you could see a breakup past 168 later on midday. LODE. No, this is not looking great at all. There's really no play here. I guarantee you there's no play. Never. Jagex. If it's not breaking 25, it's a no. It's not. It's not even touched 25. This was my initial like eyeing point here at 25, and it's just fading off. Hopefully, it could hold above 20 at least. And then maybe we hit the low here at 17. It'll be a good bounce play. Get to that previous support there. CLSN. Um, what price point did I have this one on watch for? This is where you guys want to trade it at. The day it has the most momentum and the most volume is where you have the lower, you lower your risk of taking a loss on the trade. Um, and swinging this is just nuts. If it pulled back that day down to like 430, 450, then it would have been not so much risky of swinging like half of the amount of shares you guys swung. But since it just never really had a big pullback, it was just absurd after the fact that it ran after hours and it gapped up pre-market. 1 minute. So it looks like it's just gonna come down. I would not trade this now. The only time I would get back into this or have an eye is if it crosses 450 right here. That's a resistance I'd keep a lookout for. 450 and potentially sell it here at $5. So those are the levels. I would not trade here. I lower my risk of taking a loss by buying around here. Because number one, there's going to be momentum, and number two, there's going to be volume. See what else the scanner has for us. IMUC 40. Seems like there's a lot of them spiking like this too. Oh, there's a little pullback down there. What else did we have on watch? Another one. GNCA. Oh, there we go. This one. Look, EMA found it at support. I believe what I forgot. I forgot what I said for this one. I think I said it dipped down to 150, 158 or 150. I believe forgot, but it did manage to break up past 165 again. That's so bad. I keep forgetting the previous resistance points. Yeah, even though if it holds above 150, it's perfectly fine. That was the resistance we had here Monday and Friday into the close. So even if it holds above 150, it's clear. You guys have to have a habit of looking back on the time frames and looking at the previous resistances and support levels. You can see it's crossing above the EMA, which is good on the 4-hour chart. What else did it fall off from? I wish I could see a bit more. 199 profit price target. Let's see what else you guys are saying. IPCI. I'm stuck in CLSN right now. What price are you stuck in CLSN right now? Tears just breaking out hard. PVO. That's the one I was forgetting. Let's see. Okay, so look, the previous, let me just clear this out for you guys so you guys could have a clear. So that previous resistance was here at 358. I expected this to dip down to 340s. I didn't like how it was looking so toppy here. I was wrong. It did break out. So I hit 385. See how this was a previous resistance here at 357. Now it's looking for it to find it as support. Now it's just trying to hold above there. I don't know if it's going to hold because this is looking like a bearish ascending triangle right now. You can see the lower lows forming. So I don't know how it's going to act. I think it's going to break down. But best case scenario, it holds above. You can see that triangle there. I think it's about to break down any second now. But if it breaks down, there it is. If it breaks down even further, there it's coming down. I'd say 350. Hold 350. Trying to bounce off 350. There's 351. There's 350. You guys need to learn how to spot these patterns because it's very, very good to spot bullish ascending triangle. So in this case, it'd be like this. So the resistance is here, and the stock is just coming in, forming higher lows and squeezing, and it breaks out. But this is the inverse. This is the opposite. You have to have that ability to see it upside down. This isn't a bearish ascending triangle. There's the breakdown. So it's literally breaking out the opposite way, which is bad if you're going long, which is good if you're going short. So right now I'd see for this to bounce back to 357. And if it could hold at least above 339, worst case scenario, if it holds above 319, it's still good. We still have this on watch for later on midday. I hate trading midday. Usually this is like the most volume or volatility you'll see on this stock throughout the entire day. So power hour midday, I'd say watch if it starts coming back to 355. I do expect a small bounce to 353, 357. ONVI just got bought out. See, this is the reason sometimes I don't pay it. I'm more like of an 80% technical, 20% fundamental. The news doesn't really matter. I've seen stocks have the best news out. Um, they're working with Apple and the stock does not move for anything. That's why I don't really care about news that much. Yes, it does affect it sometimes. It could be like a good, just to refer back to it. But sometimes, like I said, stocks file for bankruptcy and they run. Like the things you see here, it's absurd. I play what the chart pattern tells me. I see what I play. The stock could have the best news and it doesn't move. It could have the worst news and it moves. So I play what I see. I play momentum. See right here is not moving at all. Where do I buy? There's literally nothing I can do. MTBC, you think it will go up again? Uh, this one was great. See, notice how all my trades are at open. Like they, look at these volumes. Like I love this. This is what I want. And look, where do you see this again? Nowhere. It's there. That's like the most volatile time. That's like the best time to play it. I had a breakout watch at $4 from yesterday. It did not even touch it. If you guys swung this here, you guys are crazy. Although it did have a good run, look where it's coming down from 544. It's closing in around the 320s. So again, this is a bearish ascending triangle. Flip this upside down. Well, not so much of a ascending triangle, but it's breaking support. So the support was here around say $4. So as soon as it starts coming under $4, that's like I'm gone. This stock is done. So it comes down, tries to bounce back up, holds itself above EMA, slowly coming back up. You're like, hey, it's about to cross $4 again, which was the previous support. Now it gets rejected right at 4. That's the previous support. Now it's acting as resistance. So until it hits $4 again, I am not touching this stock. It's now even under $3, and this is a very good bearish pattern here. So you can see 280 was the bounce here at open, and now it's coming right down under it. Looks like it can't even touch 280 again, which was the resistance. It's coming back down, reaching that 250 half-dollar mark, and if it breaks down 250, it's gonna get bloody. So I don't think it's gonna come up yet to $4. These stocks take time; they plateau. This was probably just a pump. Check this out. Okay, look what it says. MTBC to announce Q3 2017 financial results and host conference call on November 6th. So November 6th, it's like a month from now. Exactly a month from now, one day. It's gonna see some hype. I can guarantee you that like 80%, I'm sure it's gonna see some hype. Usually when a stock has earnings, they have a conference call, blah blah blah. They have hype 2 to 3 days prior to that, and you want to play that. And who gives a crap what happens, what they report, if they beat earnings? Who cares what happens? They're gonna see hype 2 to 3, probably 4 days before their earnings, and that's where you want to play. And just forget, don't hold through earnings. I've gone burned on earnings. It's just a gamble, so don't do it. It's already 7:02 a.m. here. Let's see if it's slowed down. XGTI, GNCA. Don't like it. Volumeless. Okay, so look, this is what I'm talking about, guys. I keep getting them mixed up. So this was a previous resistance at 165, and it hits 176. You do not buy up here. I mean, you'd buy here on a dip or a pullback. So this pullback, I always say pullback is usually one big red candle or two red candles like this, two red candles, and this pulled back right at 165. And there's a reason it pulled back to 165 and not 160 or 155. It's not called a pullback if it hits 155. That's called a huge dip. So it pulled back to 165 because why? This was the resistance before. Now it's acting as support. So if it could hold above that 165 level, it's very good on the 1 minute uptrend. Just have to draw that out. But this needs a bigger pullback. It's looking a bit toppy here on the 5 minute. Look at that. It wants $2. Yeah. So just shoot me your tickers you guys want me to analyze. It's 70. It looks very blurry. This stream looks very blurry from here. I'm not sure how you guys are able to see that. Well, this is just my screen. ATW, Mankind. ATW. This one's a bit hard to trade, actually. Try to zoom in. Actually, no, it looks better on 1 minute extended. So resistance here at 955, half dollar. Semi triangle right here. So this would have been a good buy at 954. Don't know how high it's gonna go. The volume is looking a bit slow. The volatility. Pull up 4. Mankind. So what level did we have this one? So there's a $4 breakout to where it started falling off. I had a small ascending triangle breakout here. TV hold above 4. ATW, there's the pop. This is a beautiful ascending triangle. I need to screenshot this. Let me screenshot this. That's a perfect example. I think I just caught it late on the scanner. There's so much tickers and going on. I just need to keep my eyes peeled. Let me see. Too slow. 125. BW and CDNA. No, I don't like BW. I'm a bit iffy. I'd rather trade this where the volume is there and the pattern is there. And look at that breakout. It's beautiful. And really, right here, there's really nothing going on. Not so much action. So you keep going higher. Which was the on CDNA? This one's a bit more interesting. Once again, I think this should be my pre-market strategy here. That's 563. Let me plot this. Can you guys see this on the 4 boxes, on the 4 charts, or is it a little bit harder to see? I'm not sure. Here's a pre-market high of 571. Of course, it pulls back. Then right before open, 5 minutes before open, it starts breaking out past that pre-market high. I forgot what stock did this, but it did that. It broke its pre-market high during pre-market, so I'd rather have it break it during open. Looks like Mankind's trying to hold 4. I'd rather have it break it during open than pre-market. So right here, it does break it during pre-market, so I would have been iffy to buy there. And it's trying to break, and it breaks up past 6. But usually these stocks run super quick. MTBC did that yesterday. It ran straight past what was it? Let me check. Too many numbers, I forget. $5 at no 4. Um, yeah, it was past 408, which is a pre-market high. It spiked super quick. It was literally impossible for me to execute on it. But same thing is happening here. I believe this spiked up really quick past 6, but I don't know how this candle closed or how it looked like before. So if this candle was kind of red right here on the 608 and it broke out past the 619, probably I would have fit a quick in and out scalp and would have not held that quick. I mean that long. Because this is what happened on NTBC. It was just moving so fast. I was just like holding throughout the whole time, and I did not follow my plan, which is bad, but good because I did profit on it. Mankind is still at $4. ATW, very good. What is this? Depends on what price you would have bought. It hit 975. Now I'm trying to look for a dip here down to 961. And what stock is this? MTBC is freaking falling off. It held 253, so that's pretty good for this one. But overall, wouldn't touch it. How do you split the charts? Top right. Right here under on demand. I like this feature. By the way, I've done this for a couple times. If you click on demand, I won't click it just for it not going back, but you could take a stock back to a previous day. So say I want to trade MTBC again, I could click on demand and I could have it perform real time action. So whatever happened here, I could have it do it again. So I've done this for dries. It's funny, yes. It ran last year, November. I'm not sure, but I played it the day it broke out, like when it first started breaking out. Because I had forgotten what happened throughout the day, but I was just trying to play and just trying to perfect your strategy, your discipline yourself. So that's a very cool feature. But back to your question, you click here, you can split up to as many. I don't know how many charts, but it'll look super small. But just for this video's purpose, I'd keep it at 4. Yeah, it looks fine. IMUC. Let's take off MTBC. No, it doesn't look good, especially the barcoding here. It looks like it's coming back down to its barcoding level. 30-minute, I'd pass. 1 hour, I'd pass. 4 hour, ooh, it's not like I'd pass on IMBC. I wouldn't trade this. RGSC, the solar stocks. I wouldn't touch until it hits $3. $3 is my point. If it holds to 50, fine, but not touching this till it hits $3. But also, if you're holding this, where's my tools at? Also, for other than plotting support and resistance, this was a support here at 265. But that's where it started falling off again. So it hasn't even touched 267. So I'm not touching it or eyeing it at 290s, $3 around that level. Let's see. CATB, CATB. This one's still channeling. I hope it holds 564 and it channels between that area. That'll be a good watch power hour. Mankind still deciding if it's going to hold above 4. Let's take a look. Okay, so as long as it's holding above 3, its old channel was between high of 289 and support at 259. As long as it's above 3, still fine. But I am not touching this 337, 337, 339, and potentially across at 350. There's ATW testing the EMA. I do think it's going to fall under it. And right around this time is when I usually walk away or when I have made my trade. I'm up 50%. Let's see. Because yes, it does slow down. So we've been on for 35 minutes, which is pretty much a lot. Uh, but I think I'm gonna leave this here. Let's see, I'll leave you guys with these stocks. So I'll end the live stream and I'll see you guys in the chat. Do you guys find this scanner helpful? Like, does this look like something you guys would use? Make sure you leave me a comment, because I know for a fact this is Trade Ideas. By the way, I got the yearly access to it. I renewed it back in like in December. You could get a lot of things here. Well, why can't I move it? Let me see. It's not letting me click channels for some reason, but you could pull up charts as well. I don't like the charting though. I mean, it's alright, but I don't know. I'd rather have Think or Swim. But if you guys find this helpful, let me know. Hear you guys' opinion on it. Let's see. Let me know here or in the chat. It's perfectly fine. If you guys find it helpful, I do plan on just buying like a subscription to a live streaming website. I think there's one. I forgot what it's called, but I'll live stream it there. I'll just pay the membership, and I think I could get around 50 seats per live stream. So it'll probably be first come, first serve, and you guys will get access to it. Far better at catching trends. Yes, this scanner is, I don't know how they build it or what filters they use, but you could change the filters, and it does a really, really good job. Especially, I'll check out Visa right now. It does a really good job at catching stocks before they have really massive momentum, but it's just a matter of fact of you being there and eyeing the scanner. So VWAP power and breaking out on the volume is really good for momentum. I also love the low float. By the way, float usually under 10 million is very, very low float, like HMNY. Let's check. You could check out here. You could put a single stock. You could also get the details as well without having to go to Yahoo Finance. The flow, I think, is 4 million, 2 million. That's really low. Anything under 50 million is really good. But like I said, anything under 10 million is really low flow. But yeah, Trade Ideas does a very good job. Visa, right? Let's see. No, it's not looking good on the 1 minute. Are you holding this? Let's see. It looks like it's channeling. It's going back to its old channel here. Well, if you're holding this for the long term, I could kind of see a reason why. But this dip does not look lovely here. Let's see. Yeah, Trade Ideas is amazing. So yeah, I'll leave you guys to it there. See you guys back in the chat room. I'll send you guys. Yeah, like I said, this time of day in the market is slow, so I'll probably step back for like a couple minutes, and I'll keep sending you guys the scanner screenshots like every hour or so. HMNY is unstoppable. Oh my god, this is spiking. How do we not catch this? What price did I have a breakout? At $14, I had it and it broke out. Damn it. So 14 was the breakout point, and it did hit 14.50. No surprise, it got rejected at 14.50. There's Mankind trying to break up past 4.7. Watch it pop at 4.09. Could hit 4.15. Let's see if the scanner's catching this now. Where is HMY? I don't know why it's not catching this, guys. Look at this. Look at the time. 7:07. It's delayed a bit. Need to refresh this sucker. That's why. Sometimes that happens to it too. It just freezes. But this is how it looks. You could get a lot of filters on it. So after hours, about text, gainers, losers, or is it earnings, volume, trending, alpha predator. I'm gonna click that before pre-market and social media. So you can check out the stocks that are trending on StockTwits. That's really cool. It's a really cool feature. So Yeah, pretty sure HMY. Um, let's see. If it holds above 14, I definitely keep an eye today. I'm not gonna let this one slip again. I let this one slip before. I'm not gonna let it slip this time. So I'll leave you guys with that. I'll see you guys in the chat room. Thank you guys all for joining the live stream. Did you guys like the live stream? This was my first time ever going live. If you guys did, make sure to just say yes, and I'll go. If you guys want me to go live tomorrow as well, I wouldn't mind. So just let me know feedback, what I could improve on, what I did great, and I'll see you guys back in the chat. So thank you guys all who joined. See, how do I stop this? I'll see you guys.